Okay, so before I move to the tutorial phase, which will be after this clip, um, I just want to show y'all how good it performs in free cam first person mode, which is this, where you're able to look around. It also does pretty well in the other first person mode, which I think y'all can choose from first person, or y'all can choose from from first person free cam mode or regular first person where your camera's stuck, or you can choose from third person. Your choice. But without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial because you guys are asking for it. Let's do this. Don't mind the dogs barking in the background. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need before we get to the tutorial is you're gonna need to use metal for the plane. The plane is made all metal, the whole thing. Then you're gonna need gray, which would be this gray right here, and then for the bottom color, all you have to do is put in 77 right there, like how I did, and then that would be your bottom color. And then for your green, here's your green. Now, also, if y'all don't like the color, the original color, y'all can change it to whatever you want. All right, Okay, so you're gonna want to use metal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to we're gonna grab a block and make sure you build in the middle. Whenever you build, always build in the middle. And you want to place down. You want to make sure you put down your block right here, and then you want to bring it to the very. That was quick. Bring it to the very front. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit more, and then you're gonna want to go all the way down, scroll down to the wedges, which is right here. You want to put wedges on each side, like so. And then once you put a wedge here, around the block, go all the way to the triangle wedge, and then cover those corners with the triangle wedges, like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and actually lift. Dang it! We're gonna actually lift up the nose all the way up to the proper height, right next to this nose. And then we're gonna go down to right here, triangle wedge block. Grab a 1x3. Why are you going through? Hold on. Okay, so sorry about that. But you're gonna grab a 1x3 triangle wedge block, put it on the sides. That's the wrong key bind. Are they all the same key? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. R, T, and Y. It's not hard. Okay, R does that. T does. Okay, press Y. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. You're gonna wanna put them on. You wanna put them like that. Give me a second. I'm above. Hold on, I gotta see if this is fixed. It is. Okay, so yeah, so you want to put them like this, and then you want to take your gray, paint your gray, paint your gray. I was about to say paint your gray top. Paint the top gray, and then paint your bottom gray. Now, keep it as default for right now. Actually, no. Let's turn it into metal. Let's just turn it into metal while we're at it. So go ahead and turn it into metal once you get that down. And once you have that down, once you have everything turned into metal, you want to go to the down to the right here, the propeller thingy. Grab your super rocket engine, put it right here. Put 3 super rocket engines, just like how I did. And then you want to go down to the gear section area, go to the ballast area, and then which is right here, and then grab a ballast block, put it there, and then make sure your ballast, make sure your density is 10 all the way up, and then you're gonna want to turn that metal, and then you're gonna want to turn that gray. You don't have to color the rockets, but if you want to, you can. And then make sure they're super rocket engines and don't mess with them. And then you want to go back to the blocks, and you want to go to half block, and you're going to put 3 half blocks. You want to put 3 half blocks like so, 1, 2, 3, and then paint them and turn them metal whenever you can. That's the wrong color me, that's the wrong color me. And then paint them, turn them to metal, and then grab if you don't have speakers, then you can just put if you don't have a speaker, or if you don't have a speaker game pass, then you can put like a random block there. But if you have speakers, put the speaker there. Now you can put whatever you want in the speaker. You can put a song, you can put yeah, but this speaker is actually used for it would actually be a keypad minus for like a song. It'd be for a song. So this one would be a song, and then it could be any song, but yeah, the speaker in this in the front, it's used for a song. And then right in front of that, or like right in front of the speaker, would be you go down to the gear section, and you want to go down, scroll all the way down to other, and then right in the middle between all of these right here, there's a block called the input block. Put it in the middle, or put it right there, and then you want to make sure that you want to have physics on, strong physics, and make sure your button for it is H, because on your keyboard H is not really, it doesn't really serve a purpose. So, and then you want to put 3 blocks here, and then turn them metal, and then paint them. And then you want to go down to the go up to the half blocks, grab a half triangle wedge, put a half triangle, and then do what I do. Just do what I do. Now I do want to clarify that the plane right next to me is a demonstration, but after you have done that and painted it and turned the metal, go to the half wedge down 1x3. Put them on put 3. Just do what I do. Yeah, just do what I did. Turn the metal, which is like this. So one right here, and then one right there. And then afterwards you are going to grab you're gonna go scroll down to the plates, put a plate right there. Is it right there? Yes, put a plate right there, and paint it, turn it metal, and then you want to grab a camera, and then you're gonna want to put a camera here, and then underneath, and then you're gonna go down to the, and oh, by the way, sorry about that, I forgot to mention, if you want to get the camera and stuff and other important stuff, you want to go down to the light bulb. But then you want to go to signs right here, the signs, this one, put it right here, and then you want to make the text all the way up to 100, and then you want to just do, you can make your own custom site, but I'm just gonna do what's already on there, which is just a plus sign. Or you can do no site at all, which is, you can just have a camera, but I prefer having a site. And then you want to turn it glass, like so. Wait, did I turn it legacy? What else did I turn it? Okay, okay. And then you can change the color of the site. It doesn't have to be black. But then you want to go to the wing section, and then you want to go to trail. You want to go down to the other where you see that trail. And if you see right here, see this little screwdriver here, if you click on that, you can actually do this, and then you'll make sure toggles off, make sure power's off, and make sure all this is all the way at 0. And what this does, for the new players who don't understand, is what this does is when you do this, you can do this to any block that that you're able to edit with the pink screwdriver. And if you do this every time you place it down, you you won't have to worry about going through the painful process of doing it all manually by yourself. So then after you've done what I've done, you're gonna paint it black, and then you're gonna turn it metal afterwards. Okay. So you guys can kind of be ahead of me, because I want to make sure that this is not like too long. Also, for the camera, if you want to put a camera right here, you can put 2 cameras on both sides. Go ahead. But there's the camera. You're gonna go to the propeller, and you're gonna go down to the super rocket engine. Put one right here, and then grab a jet engine and put it right here. And then okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the gear section, and right here at other, so all the way at the bottom at other, you can see suspension. Put it down. It doesn't matter how. Well, it kind of does. It has to be the same exact way mine is. But if you have the building arrow on for you, like if your building arrow is on, it doesn't really matter where the building arrow is pointing. That's what I was gonna say. But then you're gonna do this. So you're gonna make sure it looks like this, and then you're going to you're gonna go up, scroll up, and then right here you can see conveyor. You're gonna grab a conveyor and make sure it is facing forward. And then you're going to do this. I recommend you doing the same keybinding as mine, because it would be a lot easier for you. But if you want to change it, you can. I don't care. But I'm just saying, I highly recommend it. You should at least give it a try, because it's really simple. But if you don't want to, then that's fine. I get it. I understand. After you've done that, you're gonna want to make the suspension and stiffness all the way up to 100. So, and you're also gonna want to take off limited length, or you can experiment with it if you want. And then you're gonna go to the block section, and you're gonna grab a half block, put it like that, and you're gonna put another half block here. Okay. And then you're gonna put a block there that holds that suspension, and then you're going to put you're gonna go down back to the half block, put a half block here, and then you're gonna scroll down to the middle. I'm just so used to I'm just so used to using metal, like the material metal, that I keep saying metal. So forgive me. So then you're gonna go to the wing section. You're gonna go to the wing panels, and you're gonna want to use a wing panel one by one and put it right here. And then after that's done, you can make it all metal, but only the blocks that are underneath. And then you can paint your interior. It's like, yes, I even do that. I even make that look all nice. And then after that is done, you're going to take so there's a total of 13. There's a total of 13 small propeller blades, and you're gonna take the propeller blades. Now I'm using an N and M for the thing. So what's gonna happen is you're going to, I recommend using it too. So unless if you have another keybind that you prefer, then that's okay. But what you're gonna do is exactly like what I did. I clicked on this, and then that one's on off and on only, and then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So the top part's done. And then you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna do 2 more, just like that. And then you'll have that side completed. And then what you're gonna do is for the other side is you're gonna actually reverse it. So you're gonna do, instead of doing, you're gonna do that. You're gonna reverse it, and then you are going to do, and you're gonna do the same thing, but you're going to do exactly the same thing like how you did on the other side, but the propeller blades have to be facing each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm gonna grab a half block. I'm gonna grab half blocks, and you're gonna want to take, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That dang, we put out a big bill. And then you're gonna want to do, and then after that you want to do the same side as well. So just go all the way to 11, or until it matches, just like that. So right there. Is you want to go to the half wedge down, and you're gonna want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, hold on, sorry, not 5. So you're gonna do 1. You're gonna do 3. Sorry, my bad. Do 3. 1, 2, 3, and then for the bottom you want to do 1, 2, 3. You want to do 4 on the bottom. So like on this bottom part, it'd be, let's not worry about that part. So it would be like this. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for this, you're gonna want to grab, you're gonna want to go all the way, grab a half wedge up 1 by 4 and put it right here, and then you're gonna want to grab a half wedge down, I believe. Yep. Okay, so you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So and then you want to do the, you're not supposed to go there. You want to do the other side, like so. And then, whenever you're ready to paint, you can paint. You paint it. If you want to paint, the colored blades because they're sticking out, you can. I don't care. You can paint it if you want. And then I'm just gonna do that because it's fine. And then we'll do the top. I have the chat closed so I don't get confused or something. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. And then we're gonna do this. So after we have painted it, we are going to do the we're actually gonna go down to, or we're gonna go up to the half wedge up, and you're gonna grab a, I think it's a 1 by 4 as well. It's a 1 by 3. So we're gonna grab a 1 by 3 half wedge up, put it right here. Let me double check. Yeah, so it's a 1 by 3. And you can do a 1 by 3, and then you should be good to go. And then you can grab a half wedge down, and then do 3 of them like so. And then afterwards, you want to go to the, you want to go down, grab a full, it's called a full half wedge right here. It's right here, and it's in the wedges. And then you're gonna do 6. Where is it? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 of them. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then once you do that, you do the other side, and then you're going to and then you're gonna go back to the half blocks, and you're gonna grab this thing called a quarter wedge, and you're gonna put it on the sides of the nose on the planes, right? Like what I'm doing right now is what you're gonna do. So like that on both sides. So you're gonna do 6 of them on each side, and then you're going to go to the half block, which is not far from that, which is like literally right there, and you're gonna fill it up until you get until you fill it up all the way to, I'd say right here. Let me double check. Yeah, right there's good. And then you're gonna grab a half triangle wedge and put it right here on both sides. And then you're gonna want to go all the way down to the half wedge block. I mean the triangle wedge block. Grab the triangle wedge block and put it on the sides. Make sure it's lined up like this, so you have that nice smooth groove and stuff like that. And then you're going to in the middle of that, you're gonna go down to the, and don't worry, I'm gonna do the landing gear. I just want to get you up to the cockpit real quick. And then you want to go down. You want to go down to here to the gear section, and you want to go to all the way down to other. At the very bottom in the middle, you're gonna find a thing called gyro. If you don't know what that is, but I guarantee a lot of y'all do. And your gyro setting you're supposed to have. I recommend using keypad 9. You know, I know there's certain keyboards that don't have that crystal. The perfect timing, first responders. But hey, thank you for your service. But anyways, yeah. Oh my god. So, and then after you're done doing that, so okay, look, here's the settings. A P100, max angle 0, strength all the way up, D all the way down, all the way to 100, and then you want to keep you can have it powered if you want, I don't care, but I have mine I don't have mine powered. And then you want to have this on, you want to keep all these on, and then make sure you don't really need to set your rotation because there's no point. You want to go to the triangle wedge and the wedges, and you want to put them both right here, not like that, right here, and then grab a wedge, and you want to put your wedge right here, and then that right there, my friends, will be your starting cockpit. And then we're gonna go down to the triangle wedge block, and you're gonna do you're gonna put triangle wedge block on both sides like that, and then you're gonna grab a half triangle wedge and put it on the sides. And then you're gonna grab a half wedge down and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna stop there for the cockpit. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to paint the top as recommended, and then when we paint it, you're gonna just do what I do. You're gonna paint the parts that I'm painting, and then you're gonna paint the parts that I painted right there. I wish I had a sponsor, but I don't. I'm not there yet. Eventually I will make that. Eventually I'll make that for both of the channels, but that's not what that's about. So after you've painted it, now we're gonna move to this part. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna go down to the half blocks. Right. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your block, or you're gonna put your half block here. Okay, that's right. And then you're gonna take a half wedge 2, put it not like that. You're gonna put it like this. So you're gonna put a half wedge 2 right here on both sides, and then you're gonna flip it around, or no, you're gonna sorry, not flip it around. You're gonna leave it like that, and you're gonna put it again like this, and then you're gonna grab a quarter wedge, and then you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna grab a half block. You're gonna cut this, and then you're gonna seal this off with the half block, and then you're gonna paint it before you turn it into metal. And then you're going to grab a I had a feeling that was weird. So okay, you're gonna remove this block, go down to the wedges, and then put a wedge right here, and then put a wedge right here. I'm sorry, I'm a little stupid right now. I don't know why I was so slow. You guys probably already noticed that before me, but I'm so sorry, forgive me. And then after you've done that, you can turn it metal. You can also turn the outside metal if you haven't already. If you haven't done, like, if you've done that already, that's fine. But if you haven't, then yeah. But then And I just want to let you guys know, whenever you paint it, and if I don't turn it metal, that doesn't mean you don't have to wait for me to turn it metal. But any part that's not painted, don't mess with it. But if it's painted and if I haven't turned it metal, then go ahead of me and then turn it metal, because I tend to like go on for a little bit long and then I'll turn it to metal. I tend to do that. So if you don't want to wait for that long, then I'm giving you permission to do that. And that goes for all my tutorial videos in the near future when I do more. And yes, I'll do more. Then you want to grab a full half wedge, and then I'm gonna have to pause here and put it on both sides. And you want to turn them metal, and you want to paint them. So my mom's calling me, and then boom. My friends want to say hi to y'all. Oreo likes cheese. Here's egg. Say hi to egg. This is egg. Nice forklift. This is Oreo. This is Ghost. And then where's Lofty? I like the vid. And then Lofty's right there, flying around, trying to do hover maneuvers right now. But, yeah. These are the friends in the server right now.